Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. This is your reading for the zodiac sign of Cancer, so Sun, Moon, Rising signs. I'm ever so sorry I'm late with these readings, guys. I'm very late, but I was very busy through October, and I've only actually been able to get round to the readings now, the rest of them. So I'm going to be coming back with the November videos, and I'm also going to be putting up my yearly readings as well. So I'm in the planning stages for those at the moment. So keep your eyes peeled for those. They're coming up very soon. Right. So Cancer. So universe, spirit, angel guides, universe. I'm tapping in and checking in with you. Can you share what's coming up with people who are born under the zodiac sign of Aries? That's both Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the October 2015. What is coming up for the Cancerians? Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for October 2015. What is coming up for October? Cancerians. Sun, Moon, and Rising signs October 2015. What is coming up for the Cancerians? October, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. What is coming up for October for Cancerians? Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. What is coming up for Cancerians? October, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Cancerians for October 2015. Cancerians, October 2015. Cancerians, October 2015. Cancerians, October 2015. Cancerians, October 2015. The zodiac sign. Cancerians, October 2015. Showing. Okay, so I've shuffled the cards. I'm going to split them into three, and I'll put them back together. I'm going to take two from the top, serve as your general energy, one from the bottom, serve as the overall theme or advice for the month, and 8 cards in the middle to show the potential events that are happening. Okay, give me a moment just to look at these cards, Cancerians. Getting the Ten of Swords come up in a lot of the readings for some reason. Okay, so I think I know what this reading is. We've got the Seven of Swords as your overall theme or advice for the month. Okay, so the Seven of Swords, the tarot is such a complex tool. It really is, because in plain textbook language, the Seven of Swords is about theft and it's about trickery. Okay, it's about deception. It's about somebody pulling the wool over your eyes. It's about again, strategy. It's about planning also. This guy would have had to plan how he was going to escape with 5 swords off 7. Okay. It's about theft, stealing somebody else's property. But on the good side of the Seven of Swords, it's about being quick-witted. Okay. And it's about using your logic. Okay. It's about working out a strategy. This card can be about running away from a situation. But I do feel that the advice for the month, Cancerians, is to use your wit, use your brains, okay? It's about being quick-witted. It's about overcoming adversity, or not overcoming adversity, but overcoming an enemy. And I feel that the enemy is probably yourselves, Cancerians, okay? I'm going to do this reading, I was just going to do it sort of haphazard, just picking up any of the cards, but we'll see how we go with it. The general energy for the month is the Ten of Pentacles and the Hierophant. So I feel that this card is about, probably with the Seven of Swords as the overall theme or the advice card, is in a way stepping ahead or staying ahead of the rest for you guys, okay? Because I feel that some of you guys have tied yourselves up in knots about something. The Ten of Pentacles is often a card about resourcefulness, and usually it's a family card, but you can't just see the tarot in a narrow-minded way like that. You can't do it like that. The Ten of Pentacles can represent all sorts of things. It can represent money within an environment, for example, a work environment. We have work families, and we have generations of people within the workplace. It's funny that it's alongside the Hierophant, because the Hierophant is also a card of a structure establishment. So the Hierophant can represent educational environments, it can represent hospitals, it can represent anywhere that's a big organisation, convention, compliance, staying within the norm. To me, it signifies a card of convention. So do as I say, not as I do, that type of thing. I feel, looking at this reading, Cancerians, that this is a month where so I'm just putting my jacket on because it's got a bit cold for a moment there. This is a month where you guys are going to need to start thinking about yourselves, and probably start thinking about your own mental health, if that makes any sense to you. Because we have two cup cards here, and they're both reversed. Both of them are. Okay. I feel, and also with the Ten of Pentacles and the Hierophant card, it can represent, for me, it can represent a workplace environment, but for me, it can represent, because the Ten of Pentacles is a card of commitment and marriage, okay, so it could be a card of a family, and the Hierophant is a card of commitment. It is a religious card also. This could be something to do with the family home, for example, okay. So focus is very much probably on the family home for October for you guys. The Seven of Swords is the advice card. It's saying that you need to be one step ahead, as far as I'm concerned. I think there might be some problems for some of you guys in marriage, in your married lives, or in a committed relationship. But usually the Ten of Pentacles and the Hierophant for me would represent marriage. I feel there might be a breakup of a relationship going on for some of you guys, going on from now. But the cards are saying that you can't live in the past, and that you are blocking your own fortune. Because we have the Eight of Swords here. The Eight of Swords is often a card of mental burden, okay? We can see that this woman is blindfolded and she's tied up, okay? Now, I always say somebody has had to tie this woman up, okay? So she's been mentally blocked, mentally burdened by a situation that she feels that she can't get out of. That's what I see with this card. There's a lot of emotion going on there because she has her feet in water. So it looks like she's in the depths of despair. But we also have the Four of Swords, which is a different card to the Eight of Swords, because this card is about healing. Okay? It is about healing. Taking time out. So I feel for some of you guys that even if you are feeling mentally burdened by something at the moment, you are feeling restricted, because the Eight of Swords is often a card about feeling restrictions, mental restrictions, that you are going to be able to take time out. And maybe that's why we've got the Seven of Swords here. A card of running away from something. Okay. Now, we have the Wheel of Fortune next. Where does the Wheel of Fortune turn? Well, it sure as hell doesn't turn towards the Knight of Swords, which is afterwards. The Knight of Swords is trying to block the Wheel of Fortune. So it's trying to block your healing. You're trying to turn a corner, it looks like, in October, but somebody is trying to block it. The Knight of Swords is often the bully boy. Okay? The Knight of Swords is often harsh communication. Whenever I've seen this card, somebody is trying to place an obstacle in your way. Okay? They're trying to keep you there. They're trying to keep you with something. They're trying to stop you from progressing or making progress. And it's interesting. It is interesting because we see the progression from the Eight of Swords down to the Four of Swords. The higher the swords cards go, the more difficult the situation is. And we also have the Ten of Swords in this reading as well. Somebody's trying to keep you in the past. Somebody's trying to keep you down. But the Seven of Swords to me says, it's twofold really. The guy in the Seven of Swords to me is the Knight of Swords. Okay, this is someone who is using trickery. They're using mind games to keep you in the Eight of Swords. They want to keep you there. This guy in the Seven of Swords may be representative of somebody within the family home. Could be your husband, could be your boyfriend, could be your wife, could be your girlfriend. But somebody's trying to keep you in a certain place. We have two very staunch cards at the top of the reading, the Ten of Pentacles and the Hierophant. It suggests to me a relationship, a committed relationship potentially. But one that some of you guys may be unhappy in. The unhappiness is shown in the Eight of Swords. But the Four of Swords is somebody who is trying to heal themselves. You're nearly there. Because even though you might be suffering in the Eight of Swords, part of you wants to heal because we have the Four of Swords. And I feel for some of you guys, you're consciously making a decision that you want to heal from a situation in October. Because we have the Wheel of Fortune here. But the Knight of Swords rushes in to block the change. I'll show you the cards together. Can you see that, guys? You have the Wheel of Fortune card there, but the Knight of Swords is coming in and trying to block it. He's racing in to block that change. So in a way, I feel that the reading is saying that you need to be on your guard in October, because this Seven of Swords card could be the person that's trying to block you from change. We also have the Ten of Swords directly underneath the Wheel of Fortune. Again, another blockage card. The Knight of Swords is diagonal to the Ten of Swords. This is the person that is potentially trying to keep some of you guys down in October. And also the Six of Cups in reverse. To me, this card can represent living in the past. So somebody's trying to keep you from progressing. Because with the Six of Cups, I don't see in reverse, I don't see that. It's a past card anyway. It's all about nostalgia, about the past, about childhood. But when it's in the reverse, it becomes more acute. It's literally living in the past. So somebody I feel is trying to keep you somewhere with those four cards. Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Swords, Ten of Swords, Six of Cups. And I feel that this could be a family situation or a love situation. So it might be a case of that you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend that doesn't want you to leave. So maybe they're playing mind games with some of you guys. Because we have Four of Wands. This is your classic kind of commitment home card. Abundance, reaching a goal. Some people it's moving in together card. But then we've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. To me, when the Ace of Cups is in reverse, whatever it is that was accumulated when it's upright, which is the beginning of love, the beginning of very emotional feelings, when it's in the reverse, this is poured out. This isn't happening. So I feel that some of you guys might need a respite from a relationship. I feel it is a relationship reading. I feel that some of you guys may be wanting to change or wanting to change. But somebody doesn't want this to happen because this Knight of Swords card is key to me, the way it tries to block the Wheel of Fortune, the way it tries to block change. Another way to look at the reading in a way is with the Wheel of Fortune, the change, the Knight of Swords might be you guys blocking yourself, because often when we look at a Knight of Swords card, it can talk about extremes of emotion, extremes of thought. So on one plane you're feeling positive, and on the other plane you're feeling very negative, and it's telling you to strike a balance. But if you're blocking the Wheel of Fortune, the change, you see the progression. The Eight of Swords, bound, trapped, tied up, mental burden. Four of Swords, release, respite, meditation, taking time out, getting better. Wheel of Fortune, change. Change is for the better, getting better. But the Knight of Swords blocks the change. Ten of Swords, feeling burdened, feeling that you can't move. Six of Cups, stuck in the past. In reverse, stuck in the past. Naivety. Four of Wands. Home, commitment, relationship. Can be engagement cards sometimes. But Ace of Cups. The love that was once there is falling apart, it's falling down. The cup is no longer full, it's empty. And with this Seven of Swords as the overall theme or advice, I feel that this is more, I think it's twofold. The theme is, the advice, is for the Seven of Swords, you need to play a game of strategy, okay? You need to be smart about the situation. Sometimes the Hierophant can show up as a divorce card. We don't have a justice card here, but sometimes it can be maybe family mediation, relationship counselling, that type of thing. So maybe some of you guys are going into relationship counselling. Because the Ten of Pentacles is there, can be a marriage card, or a long-term relationship or a long-term marriage card. But next door to the Hierophant, this might be somebody mediating on this relationship within the home. Maybe one of you guys wants out and the other one doesn't. If the other one doesn't, this would be a Knight of Swords. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini person who's blocking the change. Somebody who's potentially living in the past, and we have the Six of Cups in reverse, and keeping you burdened by the past when all you want to do is move on, because we've got the Four of Swords, moving on card, Wheel of Fortune, change. I feel that this is a relationship reading, Cancer, to be honest with you, because the Ace of Cups is in reverse. we've got it next door to that Four of Wands, another commitment card. To me, those two cards signal that something has fallen apart, or something has fallen through in terms of a relationship. I feel that, guys, it's you that wants to move on. That somebody's keeping you stuck there, or trying to keep you stuck there. Trying to keep you chained to the past. But you need to play a game of strategy. This is also the person I feel the same as the Knight of Swords. Two sword cards. Somebody could be playing mind games with you, for example. Could be some harsh communication potentially coming in from some of you guys. Because of that Knight of Swords. Swords are always about communication as well. With the Knight, it's about forced communication, forced harsh words. Maybe some of you guys are feeling defeated. But you're not to feel defeated. You've just got to play someone at their own game if this is the case. But there could be some issues, I feel, within relationships in the month of October. Okay, so it's just really telling you, I feel, as well, just to keep your wits about you. Because this is what the Seven of Swords means as well. Keeping your wits about you. Staying one step ahead of the game. Okay, that's your reading, Cancer, for the month of October 2015. I'd like to say thank you very, very much for joining me, and I will be back with your November readings very soon. Take care. Bye bye.